Alright, so we have to label our views. So this here has sectional front view on plane AA. So AA is going to be your cutting plane. And here's how we're going to do the cutting plane. You're going to offset maybe 5, 7, or 10. We come out here. So when you offset, I offset 10 going across, I offset 10 going down. So those measurements, I'll turn off construction so that the drawing can be a little cleaner. And I'm going to trim this. Alright, so I have my 10 across and my 10 down. You follow, Khalil? So we go here by leader. We hit the top, we come down, and then I type A. So that's the first one. Then I could delete this, and I can delete this. So that is the first part of my cutting plane. When I come over here now, we hit the top, we come down, and I hit A. So some of you, the cutting plane will be called AA, it will be called BB, CC, depending on how you want to call it, the name you want to give it. Just delete these lines, and that is my cutting plane. You understand cutting plane? So I want you to follow. The cutting plane comes here, it hits the side, comes up through the center, comes across here, and this is an offset cutting plane. And then it comes across here. Now if you have the straight cutting plane, it's the same thing. You would just have the center line coming straight across. You offset your 10, come down 10, and you put in the same BB, CC. You follow me? So remember, some of y'all are going to be doing the cutting plane that goes straight across. Alright, so that was the second thing. The first thing was the label. Let me finish the labels. Copy. Try to line them up. So this one is end view. And then we just gonna have plan view. Alright, so once that is finished, if you are to this point that you've done a section, it means it's almost done. There's no symbol on this, so you need to put in your symbol, and the symbol will look like this: center line, draw across. You also have to remember the measurements for the symbol. So we draw across, we make one vertical, we make two verticals, and then we're going to do a radius 5 and a radius 10. Radius 5, radius 10, we offset 20, and then we project small circle and big circle across. I'll just use it on the red so I don't turn on all the purple lines. So you project the top and the bottom. Now this, most of all, is something that you have to learn how to do this. You have to remember how to do this. Because the CSC exam, you will be asked to do, well, they won't ask you, but you're supposed to put in your symbol. So it's just something that you need to know. So here's the symbol. So that's the first angle symbol. And with that being said, outside of the errors that we pointed out, we need the horizontal lines here. You need to put the threads on this on the low curve. You following, Khalil? The reason that this is not broken is because we have the two connecting. So we have the bolt in the nut. You follow me? So if it's the bolt by itself, you're going to see it broken. If it's the nut by itself, it's going to be broken. But when the two connect, you're going to see a full hidden detail circle. Alright, so let's go back here. So we need diameter find, 80, 110. We need the 50 coming up, that's good. Now because Aaron has, let me keep it here. Because Aaron has the height of the web over here, we don't need to put it over here. You understand? So we don't need to put the measurement here, because the 35 is here. The only thing that is wrong, this needs to be fixed up. This needs to be trimmed. And we need our center lines. That's a common error that I'm seeing in your work. You must draw your center lines. You follow me, Kenai? Pardon me? What lines are you trying for the middle? So you need center line over here. What lines are you trying? No, you can see them. This is a solid piece. So if you really imagine the object is like the side of a table. The side of the table gonna come straight across. You understand? You gotta imagine it. So because of the way this is too, you're gonna see the line here because there's an edge here, but over here is smooth. Alright, so I had just put in the center lines. I'm just gonna put in one more, but all of these center lines have to be in. Just draw them a little longer. So let me just check. We got center line here. So if you look at this center line, you see that this center line stops at the top. You want to bring it up a little more. Center line is here. This is missing a horizontal center line. Well, it has one here, but there's the one here needs to come across. Center line must extend. Same thing, come across longer. All right, so with that being said, this is really good. Those two views are really good. Let me look here. The only thing missing from this, center lines in each of these objects. This circle on the top is a good touch, and that's it. So, anything else I need to point out with this video? You sure? You sure? Anything else? Alright, so the only other thing I would say is that, so this cutting plane is going through the bottom here and coming up. But if you're doing it, the other cutting plane, which is straight across, the two A's must be on this line, and up here is going to be different.